Seduction starts in the first second.
I'm actually a little bit shy when it comes to really approaching a guy in a social setting. So if I actually work up enough nerve to go and flirt with a guy, what the hell do I say to him?
The best way to approach a guy is to ask a favor. Right? Guys love doing favors for women. There was a study done in the 70s into the psychology of favors. What they were looking for is the obvious relationship with favors. If I do you a favor, you'll like me more. Here's what they found. If I do you a favor, I like you more. Because we like people that we're able to help in some way. So when that's done from the direction of man to woman, it's actually accentuated because men love to provide and protect, part of our instincts. So when you walk up to a guy and you say, I could really use your help with something, guys go into this knight in shining armor mode like anything. So you say to a guy, you could say to a guy in a coffee shop, I could really use your help with something. Could you hold my jacket for 2 seconds while I give these drinks to my friends? I've run out of hands. He says, okay, because no guy says no. Right? He says, okay, you give your drinks to friends, you come back, you take your jacket and you say, thank you so much, that was really kind, you're a gentleman. How's your day going anyway?
And now you're into a conversation.
Now you're in a conversation, and it was a way of, he thinks he did that. He thinks that was his move. Because he goes, I started talking to her. You asked a favor. You know, when I always use the example of, a woman a century ago. When women say, I'm old-fashioned, I don't make the first move. I say, well, then you're not old-fashioned. Women have been making the first move for far longer than we've been around. When a woman walks past a guy a century ago, thinks he's attractive, takes out her handkerchief and just subtly drops it. She keeps walking. The guy sees the handkerchief and says, this is an extraordinary opportunity to be a man. Picks it up, walks it over to her and says, Madam, you dropped this. And she says, did I? And the two of them now have a conversation that he thinks was his idea, but it wasn't. It was her idea. She chose him. And if you think about that coffee shop scenario where you say, could you hold my jacket for me while I give these drinks to my friends? That's the modern day 2014 equivalent of dropping the handkerchief.
I love that.
You can even spice it up and be more playful with it. If you were in the coffee shop and you said, there's a guy next to you in line, and you've got the pastries in front of you, you're trying to decide what to get. You say to him, I could really use your help with something. I'm struggling right now with a decision. He says, what? You say, I cannot choose a muffin. I need you to help. You have to choose one for me. If he says blueberry and you don't like blueberry muffins, then it's a great chance to create a little breaking of rapport. You say to him, blueberry. It would never work between us. Now, as soon as you say it would never work between us, what's a guy's instinct? Yes, it would.
Right, it's a challenge now.
I'll prove to you it would. So now all of a sudden, you're challenging a guy. You've put in his head the idea of a relationship or some romance between you within 10 seconds of an interaction, right? So you already have tension. Most women are saying 2 dates in. When should I start being, seductive or flirtatious? A seduction starts in the first second. A seduction starts immediately, but people don't realize that. So they say, I just kind of want to be friends with him first and see where it goes. Well, good luck with all your new friends.